Hey everybody, it's Jay and there's breaking Hearthstone news. Not really breaking, but hey, I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it. Patch 28.2 comes out tomorrow. Huge battleground stuff. Spells are coming in. A whole bunch of minions are going out of the lobby, and a bunch of new minions are coming in. Spells look really cool. They had the preview on Twitch today, and it looked really fun. I'm excited to play that. There's going to be the new battleground season. Remember all the MMR resets, but we're going to talk today specifically of the Hearthstone updates that were discussed in the patch notes as well. A lot of cool stuff's happening, and listen, Blizzard and Team 5 are just knocking it out of the park. The new player experience looks like it's going to be second to none. It's better than it's ever been, and they've been making strides across the board just to make the UI and the user experience so much better. So kudos to them. I'm very excited to see what happens. And just to review some of the notes, so there's some anomaly updates, and then listen, Cho'Gall Twilight Chieftain's effect has been up to a 50% chance. There's also some card updates that they did, mostly wild, not because of the power levels, but because they disproportionately cause bugs and other gameplay issues which can be disruptive for players. So to go over these, like I said, Cho'Gall goes from start a game 25% to start a game 50% chance to corrupt the game with a random anomaly. So if each one of you and your opponent have this in your deck, I don't think I've ever seen it, it'll be 100% chance to get an anomaly. This one right here, Fate Splitters, Death Rattle, get a copy of this card that killed this, to Death Rattle, get a copy of the last card your opponent played. Remember, this is just textual change that doesn't break the player experience for the opponent or the user. Monstrous Parrot has been changed. Battle Cry, repeat the last friendly Death Rattle that triggered. It's now going Battle Cry, get a copy of the last friendly Death Rattle minion that died. Counterfeit Blade goes from gain a random friendly Death Rattle that triggered this game to get a copy of a random friendly Death Rattle minion that died this game. So that's some big changes. Madame Goya goes from choose a friendly minion, swap it with a minion in your deck, to choose a friendly minion, summon any copies of it in your deck. These are changes, absolutely. Dwarven Archaeologist goes from 2 mana 2/3 to 3 mana 3/3, and it's saying after you discover a card, reduce its cost by 1, and then Battle Cries, discover a card and reduce its cost by 1. These are just text changes to make sure that something's not breaking. Okay, so that's that. There's a new in-game event. Do you want to know where Ravenous Kraken and Angry Hellhound signature cards went? We never saw them up until now. We didn't know when we were going to get them. We're getting them for the Winter Game event, Winter Veil in-game event, December 12th to January 2nd. Event quests, you'll get to do stuff. You'll also get a standard pack. You'll also get a Great Father Thorum Battlegrounds Hero skin. So that's going to be cool. Also, what's coming up? Heroic Tavern Brawl returns. Remember, if you start hearing about the Heroic Tavern Brawl, that means that the mini set is not too far away. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, I'll talk about it on the channel. It does not look like there's going to be any other like skin rewards like it was with the Death Knight skin. So this is something very cool. If you've ever played the game on mobile, it is a pain in the hiney to use the in-game shop. There's a lot of scrolling you have to do. It doesn't really work, in my opinion. It doesn't work on iPad, doesn't work on iOS. It just doesn't work that great. So they're reworking it. And if you look at the overhaul, it looks like a really cool improvement. We've overhauled the in-game shop to improve performance and make it easier for all players to see the types of products that interest them most. Now, shop categories are broken down into tabs and sub-tabs to reduce scrolling. Okay, main tabs on the left for featured items, Hearthstone items, Battleground items, etc., etc., etc. Some of these main tabs also have sub-tabs across across the top to make further navigation easier. Thank goodness. This is going to be amazing. It used to be to where I would not check the shop on mobile or my tablet because it just didn't work too well. So I love this. It also says here you can now zoom in on specific items in the bundle to get a better look at them. It's great. When you're looking at the shop now, if you look at something on the Battlegrounds side, or you're looking at some of the bundle items, you're like, oh, I can't see this. I don't know what it looks like. I'm going to have to scroll it up after I take a screenshot or look around. That's really cool that you'll be able to see the individual product image that you want. You'll be able to zoom in on them. So very good job. It looks amazing. I can't wait to see it in person. Again, Team 5 knocking it out of the park. New player progression update. I started playing the Battlegrounds World League and a couple other things where I needed to use my European account, and I don't use it a lot. And going through, I had to open up a couple of things in order to, test it out. And the new player progression in the old ways, it's kind of confusing. And if I didn't remember, it's been forever since I did it the last time, and there has been upgrades. It's confusing. It's tough to know what you're supposed to do, when you can open these packs or what have you. So they're making a new player progression update, and then after finishing the tutorial, which doesn't take too long, new players will now get access to new apprentice track, an experience replacing the current apprentice ranks and intended to simplify and guide new player development and progression. Modes and classes, including Death Knight, that's very cool, are now earned as rewards on the apprentice track instead of their previous unlock requirements. We're also introducing the Tavern Guide, a series of quests designed to teach players about Hearthstone's core systems and strategies. The new apprentice track and Tavern Guide are expected to take less time to complete than the current apprentice ranks. Rewards for completing the new track include gold, catch-up packs, starter decks, and more. This is super cool. I will test this out on another account that I'm going to create. I'm trying to do like a starter free-to-play type account. This will be amazing to see. Also, again, very cool of Team 5 to make these adjustments. It says here also, returning players who are still in apprentice ranks will be placed on the apprentice track with their current modes and all classes unlocked. Experienced players or players who just want to play Battlegrounds, they don't want to do anything else, will be able to skip the track completely, guide to immediately unlock all classes, modes, and loner decks, but will miss out on the other rewards along the track. This is great news. Great job, Team 5. Some bugs too. Game improvements. General. In our continued efforts to streamline the mobile client, the base download for new installs will now no longer automatically include mercenaries or solo content. Players who want to play those modes can still access them in client with an additional download after the initial install. We plan to continue to build on this modular download experience in coming updates. So listen, mercenaries, they nerfed the experience that you could get from playing mercenaries and saving the game, or starting a match and walking away and you experience. They nerfed that. So it looks like now really mercenaries is gone. Really not going to spend too much time in those modes. I love this that they're doing it to where you don't need a huge, like, I joke around that my wife has an iPad that is, it's not really an iPad anymore, it's a Hearthstone device, because that's all she does on it. It won't be to where you have to swap out other apps or whatnot because these downloads are so big. And I think it'll be cool also if you're not in an area that has a lot of Wi-Fi or the signal's terrible or what have you. You won't need all of that bloated thing if you're not playing those modes. I love this. It's really cool, and I'm very excited, and I thank you, Team 5, for just making the game a better experience, not only for the new players, but all of us that are playing and might have situations. Like I said, I did not use the in-game shop on mobile because it just didn't work too well. Now, with the new look, I mean, why wouldn't I get into it now and be able to at least look around and what have you? So there's a lot of other bugs that have been fixed. They're doing a bunch of, fixed a bug where Confessor Palatress could summon colossal minions with her effect. There's visual bugs, various minions come into play effects. Fixed a bug where Lord Baroff's hero power caused crashes. I do remember hearing about that one. Supposedly, we're also going to get Elise, the leader. She didn't have the special hero power animation. We're getting that. Fixed a bug where boss Reska did not have their special hero power animation, correct issues with various hero skin voice lines. There's a lot of stuff in here. So go check it out. I will leave a link. I want to thank Hearthpwn because they make their pages really cool for content creators, and I've been using it a lot more. So thank you for the patch notes. I'll link both because, you know, I'll give you the full experience from Hearthstone's page, and then I'll give you the Hearthpwn link as well, so you can mix and match. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the tavern, and I hope you guys have fun with patch 28.2.